Hey everybody, welcome back to Will It Sequel, where we have a quick chat about trailers to upcoming sequels / prequels / spin-off movies we want to watch. Today's topic, Scott Pilgrim EX, a beat-em-up video game from Tribute Games and creator Brian Lee O'Malley. I am Nate, your fidgety Neanderthal, and your host through today's knockout topic. I'd like to give a special shout out to some of my bandmates that work in the drive with me, like Jeremy, Fernie, Brett, Alex, and Annabelle. Before we have a chat about the trailer, let's give a special shout out to everybody on Patreon, especially Marty, Eduardo, and Non-Uncle Steve. Because of them, they keep the lights on and the audios for the podcast running. If you want additional content, head on over to patreon.com/SequelCentric for an extra 100 or so pieces of content. What's my history with the Scott Pilgrim franchise? Well, it goes back to 2010 with a movie. That was my gateway into the IP. And then I also bought the first Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up game on the PlayStation 3. And then over the years, I've watched animated features like the one that recently popped up on Netflix a couple of years ago. This latest project by creator Brian Lee O'Malley gets the band back together, i.e. a good portion of the composers, and the composer Anamataguchi, who does chiptune music. It's a sequel to the first beat 'em up game and kind of a pseudo sequel to the Netflix series Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Some of the things I like about this trailer, we get a new story. That's always exciting. You get to play as some of Ramona's exes, which were bosses in the first beat 'em up game. New people to pummel, and the pixel art is ramped up and it looks even better than the first one. My catch-22, it's another beat 'em up game. It plays differently than the first. My only dislike is I don't have it on my PlayStation or my Switch right now. My favorite character or characters are the new playable characters, which are the bosses from the first one, like Lucas Lee, Rocky Rickster, G-Man, Gideon Graves, Robot One, and Matthew Patel. They also have different fighting styles, which goes great with a game like this and has a lot of replayable value. Plus, it's multiplayer across multiple platforms, so you can always find someone to play with, whether you're on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or PC. Will this video game sequel? I believe by watching the trailer, it makes everything lovable about the first one and ramps it up. My hype level is a big old 9, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Well, that's it for today. Go check us out on some other platforms like Patreon and YouTube and the audios. Next in the pipeline is either Naked Gun 2025, which I've been promising, or SequelCentric After Dark, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Let me chat about the trailer that just dropped on this IP that just recently hit my radar. It's a dark horror comedy. Don't forget to check us out on all the audios like Amazon, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, and Podbean. And until next time, you got to ask yourself this one question. Will it sequel? Bye.